being a manager when you're managing people that are much older than you. And this is something that I've noticed in a lot of people that I know, a lot of high performers with steep trajectories, that they find themselves in this position where they have to lead a team that is maybe a lot more experienced than them. So, do you have any advice for someone who's in a similar situation right now, having to manage or lead a team of people that are much more experienced than?
Of course, of course. I think that's a blessing in disguise because that's how you learn to lead the teams properly. A lot of people, and it depends on culture to culture, but a lot of people see management as an authority, where people would bow down to you or would follow what you say. But it's typically not that way, and especially in this era, so certainly not. Uh, People are working at a company to become successful. So it's very important to understand what their definition of success is. And as a manager, you are responsible for making them successful. Also, the company has appointed you as a manager or a leader. So you also have to make the company successful. So your job is to align both of their interests in a similar direction so that both the parties are happy. And so it is always, some people call it that format of leading as servant leadership, where you are enabling them always. So that's my idea of leadership as well, because we discussed that. Command leadership did not work well for me. So I think it's best to make them successful, make that relationship stronger. Um, there are a couple of tips that people can do. So once I bumped into Vineet Nair, who was ex CEO of I think TCS or HCL, and I was fortunately sitting with him, and I told him that I recently became a manager. What advice do you have for me? And he shared one advice that whenever you have someone reporting into you, ask them the top three things that make their work life important. Right. So most of the people would think that it is title, it is raise. But once you start asking people what are the three things, often they don't say money. Now that can be a reason apart from that, but apart from money, there are a lot of things that people are looking for. And as a manager, you have to take care for those top three things for that person. So you have to understand what their success is. But in return, you have to make a pact. So if you come to me with a problem, I will never answer. So you always come to me with a problem and a solution, and then we'll collaborate. So that is one advice that I've followed thoroughly through my journey, and that has resulted in great relationships still with my team, even after many years after departing.